Good morning everyone. I did put a little video up on this aquarium sterilizer. I took it down because the person that sold me it didn't feel too happy about it, but I'm thinking he said that he will refund me the money. Anyhow, let me go over a little story about this. As some of you know, I have a couple of tanks of fish, and I look for something that's good to use in the tank, and this particular unit looked to me like it was fine. It uses a UV sterilising bulb. This simply works with a filament which glows in an atmosphere of mercury, and obviously the glass will allow the UV to pass through, and the idea of it is to kill off any floating bacteria or pathogens or any nasty things that are in the tank which could attack the fish or cloud the water. It's a good device. It goes in line. Well, that's where it all fits together. It goes in line with a power filter, so as the water, before the water empties out into the tank that's been cleaned with a filter, it passes through this light. The idea is good. We've got a mains plug there. This can either be the English version, which this one is, or perhaps the continental one with the 2 pins. Anyway, as long as they're 250 volts, they're okay. The only problem with this one, as I mentioned yesterday, when it arrived, the glass container, which is sealed in to this base, it's actually sealed, but anyone with a little bit of sense would have to break the glass to get it out and then insert a new one, which I would have thought wouldn't have cost an arm and a leg. Alternatively, that part could be sold as a separate entity that I can replace it. Well, anyhow, I was offered the chance of having my money back or a replacement part, presumably that part. Anyway, they came back to me and said, oh no, because of some law, it has to be made, it has to be sealed, blah blah blah. In other words, an excuse to not supply this part. And I don't know whether I blame the manufacturers. I think it hard to believe that you can't buy this as a separate part. Well, I'm putting this video up to just show the pitfalls that people can have getting these things. I'm hoping that this part is available. Well, anyhow, I was not prepared to wait any longer. I have ordered another one. Now let me give you an idea of the price of the other one. They're not cheap. There is a this is the name of it, it's a multi-UV 3-watt sterilizer. Now the one that I've just ordered is £46 plus I think about £8 postage, and this is coming thinking back from Italy. It's either Italy or Spain. There was 2 on eBay, one was Italy and one was Spain. I'm so confused that I'm pretty sure this was from Spain. Anyhow, it cost me 46, whatever that figure is. My writing's not that good. 87. Anyhow, so far I have paid £16.99 plus £5.99 plus, and this is the sore part, I was charged extra £12.40 for the pleasure of the customs Now, if I was told that if it was sent to me as a sample, I would have got out of having to pay the customs. Anyhow, when I get my money back on here, I imagine all they're going to do is pay me what I paid them. So at the end of the day, I've lost out 12 odd quid, which is not very funny. And added to the fact they can't get that replacement part, I'm going to lose out. So I've lost out whatever way you look. Needless to say, I'm not a happy bun. Not a happy bunny at all. Now it also brings me on thinking about customs. Now originally I bought this from a non-EEC country. It was Hong Kong, and obviously they've got tax. They have charges, but from the Europe there will not be any taxes. Now my question is, how long is this going to last? If we leave Europe, which in my opinion is the worst thing we have ever done, every time you buy a product from the continent, it's likely you'll have to pay duty on it. And this duty is a bit of a fiddle, because although the price of the item was under the amount to be paid for duty, because of the postage on top, they've added that onto it, and I had to pay duty. And also, because the post office is involved, they put their bit on, 8 quid. So no, I'm not happy. And I can only say that if we do leave Europe, I think it'd be the worst thing we've ever done. Now, I'm not normally political, but I do feel strongly about these things. We're all going to pay extra. And there's no point these people saying, oh, we're going to be better off, because we're not. Now, I'm not a politician. I have no intention of being a politician. I'm just using a bit of common sense and seeing what is going to happen. I can remember years ago a trip to the continent where every country border you crossed, you were lined up, you were checked for customs. I had my car stripped down once, well, not exactly stripped down, but they took all the stuff out the back. I just stood there and with mouth wide open. They didn't find anything, of course they didn't. But it's the inconvenience, and all that is obviously going to go. And I used to have trips to the cactus nurseries. I never went on one of these societies' cactus crawls, but that used to be to Holland, Germany, perhaps Italy as well. And they were very enjoyable weekends. I must admit, I'd never gone on one of these. I wish I had. But that's all going to end. That's definitely all going to end. So, you know, people that know me for the plants, I'm known for a lot of things. But there we go. So anyhow, this will be a little write-up or a little thought about this equipment there. Aquael multi-UV 3-watt steriliser. They say the lamp should last about 8,000 hours. I don't know, but I would say the design is quite good, because it looks to me like you can change that lamp without disconnecting the filter. Now these are some of the good points. So you can change the bulb, the filter still carries on, and you've got another 8,000 hours. Well, that's what the blurb said. I think it's 8,000 hours, quite a while. But I'll be checking that, and I will give another report on this. Presumably the one that's coming from Spain will have the continental type plug 2-pin. This is only working on 2-pin anyhow, because there's the earthwise is not connected. There's the earth pin there. It's just a plastic pin, but it looks a well-made job. Only is a pity that I can't get that item. and that's costing me a lot of money, which I'm not very pleased about. But there we are. Look at that. Broken. I'd love to know how that was broken like that, because there was no damage to the outer casing. The outer casing was perfect. So, you know, to my mind, it's a mystery how it got broken in transit. But anyhow, it's not for me to reason why. I've just got to fork out more money for a unit that works. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I'll try and put a video up today. I don't know what it'll be. I've done one on that violet lamp for matey. He's got one now. The one that he showed me was looked more powerful than mine. I was very impressed actually, and he gave it in English, which really impressed me. There wasn't a word out of place. God, I wish I could speak German as well as he can speak English. But anyhow, I'm sidetracking again. So anyhow, I'll catch you all later. I'm going to try and put another one up. So let's see what happens. As I say, I've just put this on eBay now, so it should be arriving within a few days. So let's hope it does. Anyhow, thanks again. Any questions, please ask, and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks again. Thank you.